I've got over 6 decades of experience seeing the effects of suicide on our people. We become vulnerable, You know, especially when we don't have family and we don't have support. Sometimes you think you don't have family, you don't have friends, you don't have support, but you do. You've got to learn to ask for help.
This week's forum is a great opportunity to get our younger people together from a lot of our remote Indigenous communities in the top end to discuss Indigenous suicide prevention and, more importantly, to educate them on how they can access help for themselves or for other people who may be at risk. It's also a great opportunity to educate others on some really good things happening in the communities right throughout the Northern Territory and how people like myself and my little group are working every day to save lives.
I just recently lost a family member. And that's why I decided to come here and be here today. A lot of people sort of feel like they can't reach out and talk about it. You know, I just wanted to show them that I am a person from the community. I'm Yolmo and I've been through this. And it's real and it happens.
I'm a senior youth worker and I help with the youth diversion and also adolescent male sexual health worker.
We don't try to act like their parents at the youth centre. We like to talk to them as friends and stuff.
We have the main programs that the disengaged kids need, that teach them life skills and stuff, and take them back out the country so they can reconnect with their roots.
Usually at night times we get to like 50 to 75 kids a night, and there's only like 5 workers on the floor.
No kids know where I sleep, and if they're comfortable enough to come and say, "Hey Seba, I need help," I'm going to open my door for them.
Traditional food or fruit. We try and provide a welcoming space for young people to meet, participate in positive activities and programs, feel comfortable to talk about their issues, have healthy discussion with other young people, with supportive adults, and to get that information and support that they need around those issues.
You don't need to create another group if I know.
For young people, it's usually about just being confident in themselves and knowing that they're not alone. My aim is to get their confidence up, get their self-esteem up. I want them to know anything is possible, and I want them to know suicide is not the only option.
I think one of the standout things about this forum is just the gathering of like-mindedness. Particularly, I'm really impressed with the youth force that seem to be leading this event, with a couple of old fellas like myself.
Listening to the voices of the kids is important. They're the ones who provide us with the information as to the underlying challenges that they face, and that allows for us to be able to implement the solutions that they need to address the problems that they're dealing with.
There's no shame amongst us, especially with the young ones. You know what this forum's about. It's about being open, it's about being honest, it's about confronting the seriousness of what we're dealing with amongst our people. And that has a massive impact emotionally, spiritually, on the entire family, community, all the young ones.
If we listen to the young people who are at the heart of what we're trying to resolve, and we've got to empower them to have a voice, and we have to be able to listen when they're ready to use that voice. If we can get more people involved to actually work as a part of that, then we're going to save more people. We can do these wonderful things in these rooms, but it's the action and the follow-up outside of these rooms that we all, and you all, take with you that's going to make the most impact.
But fully serviced youth community centres don't exist in every community as they should, and it's an argument that I have at the federal level when arguing on whatever opportunity I have on a board or through my various engagements with the government.
If you're 15 years of age to 35 years of age and an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander on this continent, 1 in 3 deaths in that age group will be a suicide. That's an abomination, moral, political and otherwise.
I don't know how any government, territory or federal, can allow for our children to be taking their lives at such a young age and not respond adequately.
We have young people, dealing with this sort of trauma, absorbing this into their spirit and carrying this sort of burden every day of their life.
It's the people that need to galvanise response and come together, and all the good that has actually occurred and all the lives saved, changed, turned around, all the improving has actually come from people supporting people, communities coming together.
We're all in youth-orientated spaces. We work remote, and to hear the combined energies of communities coming together, the successes, the struggles, how they get through it, it's refreshing. It's empowering.
Feeling like outcast, feeling neglected. I'm drowning now fast. My mind's infected. To keep up with the grab that big pad on the shelf. Don't try to be better than anyone except yourself.
We know through the work that we've been doing, if you provide the right support, provide the right environment, and provide the kids with the necessary tools and understanding to build their resilience and address the challenges, that we can save our kids' lives and we can build strong young people for tomorrow.
Shifting the pain, freeing the pain, believing in yourself, having a positive attitude, having a positive outlook on life, it's going to attract positivity.
It's a big achievement, you know, like being a part of what we do and what these other people are doing, and just it lets me know that there are other people out there that care.
I was inspired to hear from other, young Indigenous people today at the forum, and just to see them, confident and not being afraid to use their voice and be a role model and a mentor to those other youth.
One thing I really liked about this was coming together with them and sharing the laughs and the stories, and just knowing that we're not alone in this. And that's what we need to tell the children and more adults and, just older people that feel like they can't get through this. We need to be there for them, and a silent cry can be heard.